Welcome to the Caution Flag Contemplations Podcast, a racing show for the fans by a fan. Just thought I'd get one in for the birthday there. Nothing like a nice White Claw. Can I get an amen, JP? Welcome into this, the pre-championship, post-Martinsville, last ever Martinsville cutoff race show. It's a great weekend as far as NASCAR goes. Not a whole lot of dirt to talk about today. Y'all doing all right? Having fun on a Monday? Y'all soaking wet?
Oh, yeah. It's wet out there.
I'll tell you what. The rain and the winter is the worst freaking thing about being a mechanic. You might as well just hang it up if it's wet because you're just getting soaked all day.
Yeah, he's inside in that heated shop.
I got a fun fact for you. Just walked 4 miles outside in the rain, so just got in the studio from walking 4 miles.
Why did you walk 4 miles outside in the rain?
Well, it was just mist, and then it kind of picked up worse, but it was definitely raining.
Are y'all on like a walking challenge or something? You had to walk 4 miles a day? I mean,
we try to do, just give or take 4, and then we try to get each month, we try to get a certain amount of miles in, so it's going pretty good.
You're turning into a popular, busy man. You better watch out. Better watch out there. Well, I guess just kind of get on into the news here. First of all, I went on the Sport Talk with D-Walk this week. Did a little preview, made some picks, got my ass whipped in those picks too. Aaron Rodgers really let me down last night. I know he hadn't texted me since that one, but he really did let me down last night. So it is what it is, I guess. But went over there, got to go on that and have a good time hanging out with D-Walk. He had his niece on there, interviewed her about some Trevecca volleyball. So that was cool. Interesting perspective to hear what it's like from an athlete. Kind of talking the real world, not the college football stuff that you talked. I thought it was interesting. I did enjoy both parts. Listen to in full. JP said he's going to listen to those tomorrow at work. Okay. Play them on loudspeaker. So, right, JP? Full support. Yeah. I know you're a big sports fan. Be sure you're supporting. So,
yeah.
That show going pretty good for you? You liking it, D1?
Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying it. No, I'm enjoying going for 2 shows a week for now, and then we'll go from there. It starts with basketball and stuff. I'll probably cut back to 1, but right now there's a lot to talk about. It's all kind of good news with Tennessee Vols going to blackout, going dark mode Saturday night, 7:30 against Oklahoma. So I like the All Black. I was there a couple years ago when they did the All Black, so I'm a fan, and it's a good gimmick. So I'm looking forward to that. But for me, for the weekend, I watched a lot of football. There was a lot to watch Saturday night with the Xfinity, with some football, and then Friday watched some of that truck race. But all in all, for me, weekend-wise, man, it was good. Had a show with you Thursday, and then into the weekend, it was for me, it was a good one.
Yeah, I had Friday, came home, went to eat the worst pizza of my life I've ever ate in Knoxville. It was mostly because it was deep dish, and I'm just not a deep dish pizza kind of guy. I'm not going to name the restaurant. I usually would, but I'm feeling nice today, so I'm not going to. Saturday, went to the doctor Saturday morning. Got told maybe I had strep, maybe not. Failed the test, so I guess we're good. Went to a Halloween party Saturday night because they said we were good. So I didn't watch any race really. Missed I-75 because you two suckers couldn't get on the phone and talk my wife and let me go. Thanks, I really appreciate that. Let's see, Sunday I went to church, watched the race, and made some ribs. It was a good time. This Sunday was okay, I guess, at least. But other than that, it's a long weekend, terrible week. Cars in the shop. I mean, it just golly. Life's tough out here, JP. I know you're young. Enjoy it while you can. Big time news real quick, just a quick unveil. Probably going to the Chili Bowl if anybody wants to go. Gotta realize that's probably going to be my day off this year. And there's no racing in Florida, Georgia for Speed Week. So if somebody wants to go to the Chili Bowl, hit me up after this is over. We'll figure that out. But anyways, other than that, not a whole lot going on. News of the week. Harrison Burton is moving on to Sam Hunt Racing next year. They announced that, and then there was this weird Twitter battle between them and Alpha Prime Racing. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was kind of interesting. I don't know that Alpha Prime knew that he was going there, almost is what it looked like, or I couldn't tell if it was that or clickbait or what, but that was kind of strange. Very, very strange to notice. Other than that, some other great AI racing content made it on the NBC Chicago. The one and only Weber Valley Speedway, for those of you that follow that greatness over there on Facebook, you would know what we're talking about. But basically had an AI video. Lights going out the racetrack, and they post it as if this was a real story that occurred. Now, here's what I'd like to talk about, D-Watt. You remember this. I know you will. JP might have been there for one of these two. There was like a streak.
North Georgia, baby.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. There was a streak where me and D-Watt watched the lights go out under green flag, I believe 3 times in 1 year. Cleveland twice, and then North Georgia with JP, I believe. Now, Cleveland one time they had the Carolina Sprint cars there, and whatever that sprint. I think they're called Carolina Sprints or something like that. And dude popped a tire coming off turn 4. They had a generator for the lights at Cleveland Speedway, Cleveland, Tennessee, for those of you who don't know, and absolutely just knocked the power out under green with sprint cars on the track. Their power was down for like 2 hours. After that was the show. There's another time they either didn't pay the power bill, but really the speculation is that actually the generator ran out of fuel during the middle of the race. Booger Brooks is leading A. That was back when he had that wrap for that topless race, back when Outlaw was sponsoring that topless race that they had at Boyd's. Remember that black and yellow one? Back in the A Hobby days before we called it 602 late models and all that. Had that going. They had one go brand. And then there was one at North Georgia, too. How long did that one last? That end the night, or was that quick?
No, because that was like 30 or 40 minutes, I feel like. Because that one wasn't super long. Bad. The one time at Cleveland, they had to bring in rental lights. Do you remember that, D-Watt?
Oh, yeah.
JP
went there for that. They had, Gutty United and Sunbelt and get as many lights as they could to race that night. Might have even been the Gobbler or something crazy like that. But, I don't know. Good times with that. Does happen, but did not this time. Good job, NBC Chicago. You guys, get some real news coverage like dirt on dirt in your life, and you'll know what's going on. But, last thing I got, Hocevar to the Dome, confirmed. Texted y'all the picture. He said 12-4. That's a Thursday. There's only one place I know racing dirt late models that Thursday. So we'll be in attendance. We'll see how many cars he wrecks. Our pick for that week will be how many cars does Carson Hocevar total at the Dome. Probably. That'll probably be a pick that we'll have. So we'll see. But other than that, y'all have any news you want to talk about? Did I cover it all?
No.
Go figure. Yeah. JP, no, you want to give us the F1 update? Who won? What's the points looking like? Is it great? Do we wish they had a playoff yet?
No. Lando Norris won, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Max got screwed by a damn virtual safety car on the last lap.
You want to talk about dumb stuff? This virtual safety cars.
Yeah.
God have mercy. Although I do borderline wish they'd implement them in NASCAR, because then if they couldn't go over that speed, you wouldn't see this coast crap. We're trying to save fuel, so we go from like 50 to 100 back to 50. Like, we could cut that out, but I did see something about Mercedes is like only 2 points behind the Constructors' Championship now. Like, it's actually close.
No, Mercedes is not. The Constructors is done locked.
Okay, what are they close in? I saw this yesterday. It said they were only 2 points behind, and I was like, what? How?
Mercedes is not close. They're second in the points, I believe, but they're not.
Like 2 points back?
I don't know exactly, but the Constructors' Championship has already been handed out.
It's Formula One. Nobody cares. Are you going to get Apple Plus next year to watch Formula One?
Probably.
We're putting on the spot right now. Are you going to pay $300 a year to watch Formula One?
Probably.
You heard it here first, D-Watt. He is an idiot. Okay, all right.
We already knew that.
The only other thing I had in here, bump to pass race at Kingsport Speedway. You gotta hit them, or I don't know if it's bump to pass or it might be spin to pass, but it's like you have to wreck these people to pass them. It's like a enduro style race. It's like last one standing, which I thought was pretty cool. They're having like figure 8 races, school bus races, and all that up there. If I didn't have a life, I would go, but I'm probably not going to make it up there. But it seems cool. Definitely want to check some videos out of that. Probably not going to make it, but would like to. So, other than that, all right, get into it. Dirt racing. D-Watt, you didn't go to I-75, did you?
No.
Too busy Saturday night. Just too much football. He's a big sports man now, JP. He don't even watch dirt racing. Can't afford to. Got to keep up with that Sport Talk podcast. You figure out how you're going to do that while we're at the Dome yet? You working on that?
I better work on it. See, next Thursday I got some plans as well, so I'll be busy with the volleyball game next Thursday in Lee, so I might do it Wednesday or Friday next week. So I got to start thinking ahead on some things, on certain dates coming up. You have to Yeah, I got to get my plan together on that.
You'll figure it out. I believe you. Southern All-Stars and the Red Clay 602 Series go to I-75 Raceway, one of our favorite tracks down there in Sweetwater, Tennessee. Corey Hedgecock wins the Super Race on Saturday night. The B01, Bryson Hickman, wins the 602 race on the Touring Series there. Good job to Corey. Getting the win. 27 cars, not a great car count. Decent cars, you know. Garrett Smith, I believe, set fast time, had some issues, if I'm not mistaken. You know, JP, it's not really a super race. You know what it is. But good time over there. Wish I could have gone. I'm sure it was probably a pretty decent race for second. I'm sure Corey checked out pretty hard on him. He's got that Longhorn dialed in. Really curious to see what his plans are for next year. That's kind of where I'm at with him. So we'll see. Why Not Motorsports Park has somebody down there on Hunts Front TV. I don't even know. I guess it's just kind of like unsanctioned kind of thing. But Ashton Winger gets the win. They had 41 cars. Good, pretty good pull. Pretty decent money. It's like $20,000 to win. Turbo, Alberson, a couple more of those guys were down there. Brandon Overton, Cade Dillard, pretty big names went down there for that one. And Ashton Winger gets it done again. So hopefully his tires are legal. We'll find out in a couple weeks. If y'all don't know about that, you might want to check into Facebook and read around. Apparently the boy hadn't had a legal tire in a while. So, he said they only got one tire guy and they get tires from the same guy. About time to get tires from somebody else, if you ask me. I'm just saying, twice in a month's pretty bad, brother. Twice in a month's pretty bad. That Atomic, they had the Racing with the Stars, which was like a sprint car, like that Ollie's or All-Star Circuit of Champions and late models together with the Ironman late models. 2 nights, 5K, 15K. Mike Marlar sweeps them both. Got that Delk equipment, number 157, Blue Horn, absolutely set on kill. Picking up right where they left off. Pretty impressive to me for Mikey to come back and just turn that thing straight back to the wing column. Wasn't a huge field. Again, 26 cars, but, Josh Rice, Tyler Carpenter, some decent cars in there. So, good race for old Mikey. He looked happy. Back winning, so always good to see him get one done. Other than that, only notable Jimmy Owens gets the win at Bulls Gap Speedway in a modified.
Yeah,
you enjoy that?
Yeah, it works. Mark at work, he told me about it, and I'm sure he's listening to this now. And he told me he went down from being a star in the Star Super Late Model driver to I told him it was the Pee Wees. He went down and got him a modified win there at the home track. But at least it's the home track for him. But yes, it was unique, and it was kind of some unique news for him to get the win.
He was bouncing off the wall up there. You know how it is. Bulls Gap, man, if you don't hit the wall in the middle of 1 and 2, you're not going nowhere, apparently. So Jimmy knew what to do. He still won him a championship. Curious to see what his plans are for next year. Will it be Hunt the Front? Is it still going to be Kohler? I'm kind of curious on all that. So, one thing I did not throw in the notes here. They did a tire test for the Dome. I guess mostly for modifieds. I don't know if y'all saw that. Hoffman drove a Kohler Motorsports Elite chassis. They tried Racers versus Hoosiers, and they have come upon an agreed tire for both. So both will be an option at the Dome this year. I don't think that has been the way of the past. I believe they were only Hoosiers, JP, maybe?
Yeah, it's always just been Hoosiers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So good to see that. Definitely a good driver to get to go down there and do their tire test. So, that NASCAR trucks. Anybody want to cover it? D-Watt, you want it?
Yeah,
I know you said you didn't watch a ton, but you got to watch enough. There wasn't much to watch. Let's be real.
Lane Riggs starts on the pole, and then Corey Haim, the favorite for the championship, I would say. For some people, with that, they would think that. He wins stage 1. Rajah Carew contact cuts tire, and then so stage 2 goes to Corey Haim. And I watched some of this race, and I thought it was a pretty good race. Wasn't a whole lot to talk about on it, but I picked Corey Haim to get the win, and that's exactly what he did. So I was when I was watching that race, I like to see my pick out front leading, and at the end get the win. So that's puts me to the lead, I believe. So it's all going to come down to next week. We've still got some more shows coming up to make some more picks, but I'm curious what the winner gets. I'm ready to get my prize. Casper, to let me know when I need to come pick it up.
Prizes will probably be unveiled at the Dome at this point.
Okay, all right. I'm getting ready. get my spot over there opened up
See,
for it.
Speaking of prizes, did y'all happen to see that Corey Haim's dumb ass laid his grandfather clock down in the back of a Toyota Security to take it home?
I did
I
notice
mean,
that.
I thought, isn't that like criminal? You know, there's a couple things you can't lay down when you move. Now, I know he's like 12 years old, has never moved anything. You can't lay down refrigerators because Freon oil runs out of the compressor. Can't lay down freezers, same reason. And you can't lay down grandfather clocks because they don't work. So,
Yep.
I saw that and I was like, what the actual crap? Like, I was just assuming, straight up, I just assumed that the grandfather clocks got delivered by like a delivery company after these guys won this race. But nope, it was in the back of a Sequoia laying down in a cardboard box. Didn't feel good about that one for old Haim Tom.
Yeah.
He might not make it to the race because he may not make his flight because he might not know what time it is because it may not be Haim time out there in Phoenix.
Man.
God, that'd be bad. But,
So Corey Haim gets the win. It was a tough deal for Lane Riggs. I'm a Lane guy. I'm on the Lane train for Lane Riggs. Just didn't work out. Was it tie or was that by a point, something like that? So
Yeah. So what happened? As much as I hate him, because I've been wrecked by the guy countless times on iRacing, Caden Honeycutt made it through. Because of he had a tie with Lane Riggs, but because he finished second in that race, he got the tiebreaker to move on.
yeah, and I don't know if y'all caught it, but they had told, Riggs has said post-race that he was told he was in. I don't know if y'all saw that today, but that was like his interview. Basically, he has now come out and said he thought he was in and wasn't trying, essentially. So, didn't make any last-minute moves. Big time crazy stuff. Worked out for JP because he's got Honeycutt, for his replacement for Stuart Friesen.
Stewie, baby.
I
Doing it
didn't
for Stewie.
know that you and Honeycutt were best iRacing friends. I'm glad that you have.
Oh man, he's got a reputation on iRacing. He absolutely runs everybody over.
I mean, so do I. Shoot,
But
I
you
was
just
talking.
can't drive. He can actually drive and just runs people out of the way.
I was
You
talking
just
to a
can't keep a
certain
car straight.
Xfinity Series driver one time, and Cup Series driver, I guess now. And he was like, "Yeah, I just wreck everybody on iRacing now because it's a bunch of crap. It's not even fun anymore. I just wreck them all. I just wreck them right out of the way." I was like, yeah, "Congratulations, buddy." But I don't know. JP's always back in the day when JP used to get starstruck in iRacing. D-Watt might not know this. He used to send me the pictures, like, "Oh my God, Corey Haim is in this race. Oh my God, Caden Honeycutt's in this race." And then if he'd get one of them dirt guys though, that's when he would really get jazzed up.
Oh yeah.
So unfortunately, didn't work out for him. But anyways, all right, going into the big dance here for the trucks at Phoenix. Corey Haim, Caden Honeycutt, Ty Majeski, Tyler Ankrum. Before D-Watt joined the show, before we made that great, smartest decision we made all year, me and JP made some picks for champions way, way long ago, okay? I picked Tyler Ankrum. JP picked the 52 of Stuart Friesen. Stuart Friesen going out, put Caden Honeycutt in the 52. So I am letting JP have Caden Honeycutt, okay, because he is a replacement driver for Stuart Friesen, and I'm letting it count. So that was our preseason way early race number 3 picks. All right, at the beginning of this thing, we did pick drivers here, each of us. There was some debate on this last night if we did or not. Actually, I forgot for trucks. We couldn't ever find who picked who. But pretty much what it looked like was that D-Watt had Tom Majeski. And then I had Ankrum, he had Honeycutt. Nobody had Haim, so guess that worked out for Haim time. So I guess my question is, right now you have the 11, the 98, the 18, and the 52, and as we get to the end here, you're going to have to pick your champion. Let's just go ahead and pick the champions on this first time through. We'll just pick the race winners later. So we can pick on the same one here if you want to. Just let me know who you want. D-Watt, I'll let you go first. JP, you'll go after that, then me.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Give me Corey Haim to get the championship.
D-Watt's going defensive.
No shit, he's gonna pick.
He's leading the picks. He's going defensive.
Why'd you even ask that question? That's the dumbest question you've asked all year.
Corey Haim will not win this race this weekend.
I hope not.
I'd probably put $100 on it. Honestly, I'd probably take $100 field versus Corey Haim this weekend. Who you got, JP?
Give me the man.
You can go 11 and
Give me the man driving for my boy that I met at Smoky Mountain Speedway. Give me the 52, baby.
Okay, I like it. I should probably go with Majeski here, just for the record. Heim's luck is going to run out. The people need something to yip about on the internet. Something's going to happen. I'm just going to stick with Ankrum. I picked him. I'm just going to ride with it for the heck of it. I don't know if that's really the right thing to do. So we're going to leave. We're going to leave the 98 of Tom Majeski out there. Dude, I mean, he should have won one, right? Did he win last year?
Yeah,
So,
I think he won it last year. Yeah.
Defending champion, we're going to leave him out. I don't know. We're going to make some very questionable championship picks, I got a feeling, throughout this show today. So, anyways, Xfinity race. Who wants to cover it? Do you want to talk us through here? I know that most of the drama was kind of at the end of this race. So,
yeah. Okay. So this poll goes to Harrison Burton and
How? Hold on. How in the crap did Harrison Burton win the pole? I read that and I was like, that cannot be right. And then I remembered from the start of the race he was on the pole somehow.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking about cheating. God.
Yeah, it'd been usually qualifies mid-pack or so. So yeah, even just now when I saw it, it was a little bit surprising there. Justin Allgaier gets stage 1. Stage 2. Let's blank. So we get into stage 3 here.
Quapple won stage
Okay,
2, just for the record. Travis Quapple, Carson Quapple. So we get in this deal where you get to the end. It's like Quapple, Austin Hill, whoever else. Not Austin Hill. Yeah, Austin Hill, right? Yeah. They're kind of fighting around there trying to get in, and it basically turns into like they're not going to make it. And then because Austin Hill blows up right at the end of this deal, and he's just not going to get there. So it's unfortunate, but I don't know. We get to the end of the race. Your boys are up there. This is what we need to talk about. Restart. 54-8. How'd you feel about it?
54. When I was watching it, we all know what happened in the spring, and I feel like the 8 car maybe wasn't super good, or it was good, but I didn't feel like he had like a winning car. But we all know about his aggressiveness. But he was very calm about it, and all I can think of is Gray got dumped in the trucks. He got dumped in the Xfinity in the spring, and I bought the shirt in the spring because I was sick of him having his walk down to Martinsville by the half-mile walk. It seemed like the last couple of years. So I felt bad for the kids. So I bought a shirt. But Gray, I thought he ran well. He was able to have good restarts at the end. He had good plans throughout the race with the pits and whatnot to keep him up front. And it's just, for me, glad he got the win. First career win in Xfinity. So that's really cool. Joe Gibbs had a good day for Joe Gibbs Racing, 54-20 car up front. So, in the past we've seen these guys like to wreck a lot there at the end, whether it's Martinsville or any race with the Xfinity series. These knuckleheads, you just don't know what they're going to do. And even the broadcast was pretty good. They called it very well. I thought at the end they were giving congrats to the driver. It seemed like on the somewhat clean finish there. And I do have one point I gotta say a few things about. First, Sam Mayer. I like Sam. He's a good dude. Lost his ride at Junior Motorsports. Now he's moved over to the Haas team, 41 team over there for Ford. And so him and Jeb Burton just want to get in. They want to duke it out a little bit. Something about some of this stuff I just saw the clips on. Sam sent Jeb, and then Jeb was going to get him back, and then Sam hooked him in the fence on the cool-down lap after the race. So the part that I want to get into is the clip of Sam Mayer talking bad about Jeb, saying he, that can't take no, and blah. It just goes on and on and on. And then Jeb gets a hold of the microphone, and here's the thing. I just don't like Jeb. I just think he sucks. I just don't care for him. And he's always kind of pissy, and he acts like he's so good, but yet he rides around in his car. Number 27, always in the backpack. Never really even see the guy. And then he's just cocky, man. I just can't handle him. And then when I see him not do well, I kind of get excited. So, Jeb, you're Jeb. You suck, and keep riding around the back. And Sam Mayer's a man. Sam Mayer's gonna do good things. And then Jeb was like, one day when it gets important, he's gonna have a hard time winning or whatever. And
Quarter of the day.
the back and forth in this on that interview was a classic. I watched some of it today, but I was like, these
I
guys.
can't believe you talk bad about the Snake Man's son like that.
Phew. JP, you cranked your volume to the moon there or something. I mean, D-Watt, I'm proud of you for taking such a hard stance saying I don't like Jeb, he sucks. I really am. I'm proud of you for that. That was great. I really like, I mean, the quote, that probably the quote of the year potentially from that Xfinity series was Sam Mayer at the very end of that 4 minute, and they said, he ain't got it. He's shit. Or something like that. I mean, that was the quote of the year, basically. So I'm not beeping that out on the podcast either, just for the record. I mean, that was, when he said that, I was like, wow, Sam. Because I don't know if y'all know, but Sam Mayer has drove over his head a lot in his career, including this year. I mean, he absolutely has.
Yeah.
So, anyways, like I said, he turned him after the race was over, so I'm pretty sure we'll see Sam Mayer at Daytona next year. Who's going to replace him in the 41? Any guesses on the Ford driver that might go in that car? I mean, it'd have to be a truck,
No clue.
right? Lane Riggs?
Maybe.
I mean, Lane Riggs in the playoff. Maybe it's a good chance to get him some exposure in a Ford. I don't know. We'll see. I would say Tom Majeski would actually probably be the most logical, but it can't. I just don't think he has any business getting an Xfinity car this weekend.
Yeah.
Going for a championship. So we'll see what happens there. You think he's going to get suspended, JP?
Probably. He should. I mean,
You
taking
know,
somebody out on a cooldown lap.
I've got mixed opinions. Based off how they've been acting, he should. I don't know that I wish that based off, the past actions. I just don't like it. I really didn't have a problem with it. Cool down laps are dangerous, though. People can get hurt. Guys take their belts off. Thankfully, everybody had their belts on. Good job, the Xfinity Series race. One green-white checker. I don't know how y'all did that. Cautions, not even that many cautions this race. So I think they chewed them out, and it sounded like they pretty well chewed them out in the driver's meeting before the race. They had 9 cautions for 71 laps out of a, 250 lap race. That ain't great, but it is what it is. So better than they have been. Congratulations to them on that. All right, Xfinity picks. Here's your champ. Now, here's some good news for everybody, because I know that, this guy with the Ford hat and this guy with the Jimmy Owens hat over here really are big fans of Chevrolet. So good news is Chevrolet is winning the Xfinity Championship.
Hell yeah,
for the record.
brother.
I don't know if y'all know this, but that's where the real race cars race at, and Chevrolet is winning. So I just want to let you know. Chevrolet's still fastest mug on the racetrack. So 88 Connor Zillich, 7 Justin Allgaier, number 2 of Jesse Love, and the 1 of Carson Kovalpul. So we got 3 Junior Motorsports cars, 1 RCR going into Phoenix. Who do you got for the win, D-Watt? Let's hear it. Put it out there.
All right. It's between 2 drivers, and I'm just going to go with the best guy that's been dominating all year. Give me the 88 Connor Zillich.
D-Watt's pulling for a boring weekend, JP. I don't know if you've noticed. That's who you picked to start this deal, so congratulations on sticking with him. JP, you took Justin Allgaier. Are you going to switch?
Give me the back-to-back, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening.
Engine number 7.
Phoenix is literally his racetrack, honestly.
I really want to win this thing pretty bad. So I'm going to do something real stupid. I'm going to swing for the fences.
If you say Jesse Love, I'm going to drive to Knoxville and smack you across
You're out
the
of
face.
here.
Hold on just a second. Let me check one thing real quick. I need to do just a quick check here on the Xfinity points. I got one thing I need to look at before I make this complete utter garbage claim I want to make.
Say the one.
There's one driver out of 4 with this many wins right here. Goose egg wins. And he is going to get it done at Phoenix. Give me the 1, Carson Kvapil. Best spotter in NASCAR, going to talk him right through it. TJ Majors, Carson Kvapil, going for the win.
Going for the Matt Kenseth type season.
Making it count. Led 104 laps so far this year, the lowest out of the top 4 in points by over 150 laps. The least amount of top 10s, the least amount of top 5s, also the least amount of DNFs. Give me the number 1, Carson Kvapil. Get it done this weekend when it matters.
He's got the best looking car out there, out of them. That's for damn sure.
I mean, I'm assuming we're going to have Bass Pro. So I'm going to switch. I had the 8. Obviously, he didn't make it, so I definitely had to switch. But yeah. All right, drum roll, please. Sunday Martinsville. All right. First of all, I'm covering this one. I'm gonna talk way too much. So I do have a couple very important questions for Ryan Blaney fan that I need to ask.
Okay, yeah.
Because you had a rough day Sunday. I know you did. I watched it. You had to have a rough day. But anyways, all right. Stage 1. I'm like pumped. Chase is driving like he's gonna absolutely whoop him in the first 50 laps. Drove up past 11, past 22. I was like, let's go. I was texting these two knuckleheads like, yes, this is over. Number 9, gonna win again. Mark it down, but it didn't happen. Really good race, I thought overall. Good tire wear. Not a ton of cautions, but enough cautions. Stage 1, the 12 of Ryan Blaney went from 34th to 7th. Stage 1. So how did that feel as a Ryan Blaney fan at the end of Stage 1 there, D-Watt, to see the 12th car in 7th after running 31st?
Yeah, I had a really bad qualifying effort, and they were talking about that a lot on the broadcast. And to see him go from the back to the front was good. It was definitely a day of me really keeping an eye on it. And at Martinsville, just as a fan, for me at least, I want to see my guy, whoever I pick in that race, really get moving to the front. And you want him to be on the TV screen at the Stage 2 at least. You don't want to be back there in 20-something place messing around with the squirrels. So it was good to see him get to about, up to 7th or so.
Yeah, good point there on the whole, that's actually really true. Like, Martinsville's one of the tracks, if you're not running top 5, honestly, in my opinion, by the end of Stage 1, it's going to be a tough day for you. So, the 22 of Joey Logano looked really fast at the end of Stage 1, and I was like, oh, God, they're both going to finish 1, 2, 12, and 22. That's really what I thought was going to happen, honestly. Anyways, William Byron wins Stage 1. We go on Stage 2. Everybody's checked their tire wear through Stage 1, and they're kind of like, well, there's not wearing as bad as we thought we were. So everybody went pretty hard there right off the rip in Stage 2, which was a change from Stage 1. I felt like had some pretty exciting moments here, Stage 2. Bubba and Kyle effing Busch get together there, make a little contact. I'm sure Bubba wasn't too happy with that. I don't think it was intentional, but it was what it was. For the first time, I'm going to say this out of 14 about Sunday, the 99 spins the 77. Just for the record, I'd like to point out that they are teammates next year. I know the broadcast covered it. In case y'all hadn't, Daniel Suarez once announced 7 next year.
Carson said on the radio too?
No,
Oh, he said, F that guy.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting, Daytona. Hey guys, we need to work together to win the Daytona 500 talk for sure. Carson wants to be driver numero uno at Spire, and he is right now, I think. And I don't know that him and Suarez are going to do well. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know that he can learn a lot because I just see the 99. This is what I've watched out of him this year. Don't know how to use a brake pedal in the wreck. Doesn't know how to use a brake pedal. Will run into somebody and makes it impossible to pass. Those are his 3 character traits as a driver, and he don't win. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. 22 got into the 9 a little bit on the restart there. After that one, I was like, don't wreck him. It's too early to be bumping Stage 2. I was like, I don't know about that. But other than that, your boy Ryan Blaney has a little tire issue there, pit issue. What? I was inside when it happened. What exactly happened with that? Do you remember? The gun got held up. They have to go to a different gun or something?
Yeah, which there was, some teams that changed their guns and whatnot. I think it just got hung up, and I think that's what happened. Got hung up.
Okay. Anyways, William Byron wins Stage 2. In case y'all hadn't got tired of hearing that yet, just don't get tired now. So, anyways, start Stage 3. Ryan Blaney takes the lead. I'm like, oh, God, this is not good. And D-Watt's over there like, oh, yeah, crank it, baby, crank it.
Stay green and crank it. Let's go.
Yeah. And so that works out pretty good for you for a while anyways. Then we go in the part of the race where the Toyotas, where they run their experimental engines for next weekend, and they all just absolutely went to hell and blew up. Literally all within 5 laps, 35, 19, and the 11. Denny Hamlin did not seem too concerned to me. He must have known what was coming. I put in the notes, were they pushing something for next week? I think 100% they probably were. Probably trying to see if they get a little extra horsepower. It also could have been they just didn't have any motors left, Maybe they were like, you know what, we're going to take a motor that's lapped out. Given the motor restrictions you have now, maybe they're just like, we're going to run lapped out motors and save 2 for next weekend just in case you blow one in practice. There is extended practice this weekend at Phoenix. So, I don't know. 11 didn't look that concerned. But, Denny's had a lot of mechanical troubles this year. And, just from his interview, I don't know if y'all caught it, but he basically said that he blew up on the downshift. They have had transmission issues all year. Shifter issues, throttle issues. On the road course, they had a lot of issues. Heavy shifting, they have had issues pretty much every race. And here we are, Martinsville, shifting. Guess what we're going to do at Phoenix on Sunday? Shift some more. So they better have it together. And I think it is a little bit in his head. He didn't look overly concerned with the engine, but, he's got to be at least in the back of his head a little bit because the issues they had on the road courses this year with transmission. So we'll see what happens there. All right, lap 348. 77 gets back into the 99 car. Hocevar's like, do it. Hocevar probably spun 6 times this race. I didn't ride them all in here, I guess, but it is what it is. I was noticing after that one, I felt like Priest looked really good. Long runs, Ryan Priest really had that 60 car driving towards the front of the field. I was surprised he didn't win, honestly. If that last run would have stayed green, he would have, maybe. So then they have a green flag, stops, 125 laps left in the race. And then they have this weird yellow situation. I'm sure JP probably has an opinion. He had one early in the race I forgot to call out. But basically the 43 spins and sits there for a lap and a half before they finally put the yellow out. How'd you feel about that, JP? Did it bother you?
I'm not going to lie. The yellow earlier in the race I really was upset about. And you're going to love me for this, but when that happened, I had the NASCAR race on the secondary monitor due to the other race that I was watching.
Kicking off the podcast. It's nice knowing you. See you bye. All right, he's irrelevant for the rest of the race. They started their race after the Cup race and ended it before the Cup race ended, just for the record. Because I also had it going on a different screen, but I didn't really watch it though. That was interesting. 43 was up there on the curb, backed out in pit road, almost caused a big wreck. They didn't want to do it. And then they had to have a 20-lap yellow to try to get the scoring back figured out because they were in the middle of a green cycle. There's 3 guys hadn't pitted. Guys 2 laps down, guys 1 lap down, guys needing to wave. It was kind of a shit show, pretty much, as far as that went. So they ended up figuring it out. Go back from yellow, and Daniel Suarez, Carson Hocevar get it together again. I don't know what happened. It looked to me like Hocevar missed a shift, honestly. I think he over-revved, missed the upshift. Is that possible, JP? I don't know if you saw this wreck because you're probably watching Formula 1.
No, I didn't see that one either.
He was coming off turn 4, and it looked to me like he did not get his shift up into 4th gear, and this was kind of slow. Suarez got under him. There was no room for 3 wide, and then wham, bam, get you some. 77 around again. After that, you have another restart. The 54 of Ty Gibbs and the 2 of Austin Cindric. They must have had a lot of issues throughout the year. This race is one of those where, these issues just come out. I really think that was the issue with the 9977. And the 2 and the 54 are just trying to run each other over for 5 laps for no reason. I don't know what Ty Gibbs did, but you pissed off Austin Cindric, by God. Whew. Yeah. You must have done something wrong. All I say that he did right hook somebody and get away with it at Coda this year, just for the record.
Yes, he did.
Don't forget that, NASCAR. We're not. But anyways, on that yellow again, 18 to go as the 71 turns the 77. Teammates, Michael McDowell turns Carson Hocevar, and I was like, God bless. Everybody hates Hocevar, even his teammates. God, it's a rough life to be Carson, but. Then we get to the end of the race, and I quit taking notes. But we end up having that restart. Blaney and Byron, just, it is what it is. We kind of skipped the pass there, I guess.
How
so
does
that's
it
what
feel
I want
to be a Ryan Blaney fan after that one?
Let me set up the full question. So basically, they have that restart after the 77, the 99, and all that, right? And we're going to go on this long run, and Rudy Fugle is telling William Byron, I need you to save me some tire, Daddy. And William's like, I don't want to. And he's like, I need you to save me some tire. And William slowed down, let Ryan go about a second. And I imagine about the time you have that second lead, 50 to go, how are you feeling, D-Watt? Pretty good?
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling good. He's up front. And I thought it was going to be the race, man. I kept checking in on it, and he keeps leading. And then I seen a highlight. I missed the past live that Byron put on Blaney, but I'll go ahead and talk about it now. I could sit here and go on and on about it, and go on and on about Byron, how I don't care for him. And he's just one of those drivers that, this is just my opinion, when he wins, he gets out and celebrates, and he's pretty humble about it. But what drives me up a wall with him is just when he doesn't run well, then he's just kind of belly aching a lot. And
have you ever heard of Ryan Blaney?
He don't belly ache. I feel like he's pretty direct with it. But it's all good.
So,
go ahead.
I guess my question is, so you didn't see the pass live. I'm sure you've seen the tape.
I saw the highlight, and I saw the highlight. It was when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that was a freaking body slam. But there's a lap car a little bit in front up top there, so that was affecting maybe Blaney's entrance and some of his speed dealing with that whatever car it was. Like, get out of the way, dude. It looked pretty bad when I first saw it, but then it's frustrating when the guy you pull for, you buy his gear and you hope he wins, and with Talladega deal, with getting in the wrong lane and then wrecking out at Vegas. I don't like it as a fan. I don't like it when it all comes down to one race. You got to win when all the other 38 guys want to win too. There's only one victory lane, and only one car's going to fit in there, and so I get to deal with the 24 car next week, and he's been 3 years in a row, so I'm going to throw him under the bus all week, and starting tonight on this show, and I think he's going to ride around and struggle next week. I think he might go a lap down or two. I think he's going to limp around and get out of the car and give us some sad. He'll start rubbing his eye or something. He'll start throwing a little fit there on pit road when he gets beat. But at the end of the day, he'll finish fourth.
Hamlin.
He'll finish fourth, and hell, I won't jump into that. I'll save my Hamlin speech for a little bit later. But anyway, the pass was rough. I think it was okay. It was rough, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. And at the end of the day, 24-1. So he can say once when you win.
Oh,
that was a prime NASCAR move, bitch, get out the way, bitch move right there, son. I applaud that move.
I didn't know William had it in him, honestly. It was the broadcast. I know D. White, you said didn't see it live, but they were talking about how he needed Blaney to make a mistake or there to be a spot, and he was just riding, and he pretty much rode, and then he saw it, and he went like a freaking, Tiger King Tyga just in the hole, baby. And wow, sorry. Anyways. So he hit the hole, he hit it hard, he hit it wide, and he went right on through. So I was proud of William Byron for finally kind of to me that was like a move that let's just say he goes on and wins 60 races or something and wins 4 championships like that pass might be a career defining moment for the 24 car. I really thought that Blaney was going to get back to him in lap traffic. One thing that I noticed, and I'm just going to go ahead and call it out what I saw, and I don't know if y'all noticed it at all, but what I noticed was that the Chevrolets got out of William Byron's way, ran in front of Blaney, and the Fords got out of Byron's way and still ran in front of Blaney. And I don't know why, but I just happened to see that a couple times, and I'm like it was Chris Buescher. I'm like, bro, get out of the way. And then Suarez pulls over and lets Byron by, drops right in front of Blaney and runs a corner and a half in front of him. Like, your ass, get out of the way. So NASCAR, I'm curious to see if they go back and look at that. I don't think there's any orders given. I just think people knew what was going on at that point in time, and I don't know. If I would have liked to seen Blaney got back to see what happened, because I think my boy Chase would have been looking pretty good, because I'm pretty sure them two would have taken each other out. I'm not sure. There's still, some hate between those two over the sister situation, if I had to guess, from back in the day. But I don't know. I don't know. It was a good race. Like I said, potentially career-defining drive for Byron. If Byron wins the championship next year, I think you call that a career-defining move. Everybody has one, right? Even Logano. Logano's got, a couple where, you go back to him getting trash. Now he wins, right? It's just one of those things. So, congratulations to William on the win. All right, moving on to the important stuff. Poor Carson Hocevar. They probably should park him this weekend, because I just don't see it going well for him. Anybody that's got anything they need to pay him back, he's going to get more of what he had this weekend. He'll probably hit him back and act a fool. So,
oh man,
maybe he should get a concussion and take the week off. I don't know. All All right, we get in the playoffs. Here's the ones that get in. First of all, let me give you this is what me and JP picked back week 3 for Final Fours. JP picked the 24, the 5, the 20, and the 45. He missed with the 20 and 45. He got 2 out of his original 4. 50%, not bad. I had the 24, the 11, and the 20. I also got 50%. I guess it was not terrible. I had Christopher Bell win the championship. He had Tyler Reddick. Obviously, neither of them made the Final Four. So there will be changes afoot, I suppose. So we're going to make our championship picks. When we made them before, D-Watt picked the 12. JP picked SVG.
Hell yeah, brother.
And I picked the 20 of Christopher Bell still. Obviously, we will all be changing here as we go in this week. So, from the top, yet again, we can pick the same one here. You can do it. D-Watt, who you got?
Oh, give it to me. Give me Denny.
Oh,
Hamlin.
God.
Win his first career championship. He's going to take care of business. He's going to run smooth. He's going to qualify you up front. He's going to take care of his business. He's going to control what he can control. He's not going to get caught up in the nonsense. One guy's going to have some issues, so it's going to be about a 3-car race, and third guy's going to fall off late. It's going to come down to, I think, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's going to come down to Joe Gibbs racing. It's going to come down between Hamlin and Briscoe, and Hamlin's going to get it done.
First off, I really appreciate you taking the complete opposite stance of what the two obvious Chevy fanboys are going to do. So I do appreciate that for the show. Yeah. Thank you for that content. I'm glad somebody's got a reason for why Denny Hamlin's going to win. So you said a lot of truthful things. The one lie that you told there, or the one truth that you told was that there is going to be one person that's going to have an issue and be a non-factor, and that is going to be the 11 of Denny Hamlin. So transmission's going to break somewhere in stage 2. He'll be on the plane out of Phoenix. He'll be halfway back to Charlotte when this race ends. Go ahead and mark that down somewhere. So yeah, anyways, JP's definitely about to hold up a RC car demonstration of his winner, probably.
Nope,
so.
I'm actually not. The championship winner will be Chase Briscoe.
Oh. Wow. Man. He's going to believe in Gibbs. So, just for record, I went and did a little research here, pulled up the spring race results from Phoenix. Christopher Bell was the winner, Denny Hamlin second, Kyle Larson third, William Byron sixth, and let's see, 19, not relevant. Finished 35th, so sucks for him. No, I don't know. I would imagine that all these cars are going to run pretty good. I have phoned a friend on this pick for myself here. I have. So I texted you guys yesterday and I said that NASCAR needed the 9 or the 24. And the reason I said that is there's going to be a lot of turmoil this offseason with this whole lawsuit situation going on. They really don't need Dennis to win the championship and then have to kick him out of NASCAR. That would be a terrible look for them. So Hendrick's always been the fangirl, NASCAR's prized possession. I think they'll probably give him a little extra horsepower this weekend. And I'd say the 5 and the 24 probably finish 1-2. It's just who do I want to pick out of those two? If I was going Toyota, I would go Briscoe, just for the record. And Briscoe, if he drove a Chevy, I would be pulling for Briscoe this weekend, just for the record. But he doesn't. It is what it is. I'm gonna go Willie B. I think third time he's been in a row. Got the win last weekend. I think that'd probably be the best story for NASCAR. Finally get 24 back in championship form. Jeff Gordon will be out there with his beautiful hair, dancing on the front stretch with William Byron. I was proud of Jeff. He stayed off the victory lane interview there this weekend. Good job, Jeff. Please do the same if we win the championship. Thank you kindly. But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going to change my pick on that. So here's the thing. I was listening to the teardown. I don't know if y'all listen or not, but they made some comments about Cliff Daniels that just got me a little bit bothered. Cliff Daniels is one of them crew chiefs that just digs a little bit deeper. They said he was going back to the shop after the race last night. He picked up the rest of the hot dogs from the concession stand on the way. And that just scares me. I don't know. Cliff is he was going to put some stuff they learned from Martinsville into their car. They were obviously quick at Martinsville. Obviously, Willie B was too. Fugel's the right guy for Willie B. And, I don't know. It's tough. I'm gonna stick with Byron for now, but I'm probably gonna change the 5 car later in the week. It's Kyle effing Larson at the end of the year. He quit racing dirt late models because he wanted to win another one of these championships, right? And I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'll stick with 24 for now. I might change it up. If he wins, I'm gonna have to buy some 24 stuff, and then I won't have a Bowman shirt, but I have the rest of Hendrick covered. So we'll see what happens. But what do y'all think this race is gonna be like? Caution filled, caution nothing, tire wear?
I think there's going to be 2 cautions in the whole race. The stages, and that's it.
Oh shit! That's what I say. Other than the stages, or including?
Just the stages. That's the only cautions in this race.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a quiet race. They'll be hyping it up all that whole day. I'll try to just turn it on about right when the green flag waves.
Oh, don't be that fan. Golly, what are you gonna do? Watch the Titans?
I'm gonna tighten up, watch Titans at one.
Mercy.
And then
Penske, sore losers.
I might not even watch it because Penske ain't in. I'm not in.
Yep.
So
There it is.
That's kind of how it
There
goes.
goes JP.
But now for real though, I think it's gonna be. I think the top 4 guys will be running. I think one may have not the best of day, but I think there'll be three contenders. Caution wise, I say there'll be maybe 3 or 4 real cautions, and then you got your 2 stages. But I just hope I hope there's some tire wear. I hope there's a little something happens to spice it up a little bit. But I just hope the coverage, which I mean I get it, they're going to talk about those 4 guys, and they should. But there's also other people on the track racing for position, and my hope it happened was it 2 years ago. I hope a non-guy, it's not in the playoffs, either wins or runs up front to help the broadcast talk about the other guys that deserve it. I mean, those guys have sponsors, and those guys should be shown as well. So hopefully, like Ross Chastain or somebody like that, get up there and get a little TV time.
Yeah, your boys at Penske, they're still gonna be fast, so we'll see what they got. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this race. I wish this race was a scotch longer. Like, I'd like to add another 100 miles, or not 100 miles, maybe another 60 laps, 50 laps, whatever. I don't know. It's a little short for me. I really like Martinsville, that race being 500 when you get down here when it matters. There's something about adding that back. It's not something we do all the time, and I understand why people don't want to watch it. But for championship race, I'd be down to watch the whole thing. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I think it's going to be – I think there'll be probably my overall caution number is 6, and that includes those. So I'm going to say 4 plus stages and probably 1 late. I don't think this thing ends under green more than likely. It's not – I don't think it will this year. I think the tire wear is going to matter. So, anyways, we'll see what happens. All right, wind this thing up. We got to do we did our championship picks. I'll go back and put all this stuff together. We got to do our race winning picks. Here's where we're at with the picks. D-Watt's got 14. I'm at 13. JP's at 13. Okay, we got 2 points available this week. Okay, I guess this is going to be the official end. I suppose. I reckon. I don't know. Your championship picks, none of us picked the same, so, there's actually more. I'm sorry, there's actually 4 points available to the winner. So we'll see what happens, how it gets split here, how the championships go. If there's a tiebreaker, the tiebreaker will go to the dome, and we're going to let y'all, whoever ties, is going to run 40-yard dashes outside the dome at the America Center. See if we can get Flo to film it or something. No, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but may the best man win, as long as it's not D-Watt at this point. So, because if we lose to somebody that missed the first 3 episodes or 4 episodes, we suck. The sad part is how many of those wins did he get just by picking Corey Haim? I mean, good God.
Shitload of them.
Dude hadn't lost a race all year. So, all right, anyways, picks for the races this weekend. We're going to do this the right way. D-Watt's going last. JP, you can have first. We're going to do Cup. Now, we'll do Truck, Xfinity, and Cup. This is race winners, not necessarily champion winners. It's up to you. Cannot match on these, okay, JP? Who you got, Truck Series?
Truck race winner. Give me the 52.
52 for the win. All right, I like it. I'm going to take go for D-Watt here. Give me the 34 Elaine Riggs to win the truck race from the outside after getting denied.
Wow, all right, man. I'll just give me Corey Haim to win the race, win the championship.
No struggle there. All right, Xfinity race, JP.
Give me Connor Zillich. I'm not letting him have all three of them.
Well, I was going to take it if you did, so good job. Give me the one again for the championship and the race win in the Xfinity race.
Okay, well, it puts me in a weird spot because I would pick the 7 car, but then if he wins, then he wins the championship. So what? That goes against my championship pick. So
you can guarantee a point one way or the other, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true. And he didn't pick Allgaier. So yeah, give me, if it works out some kind of way, then I guess give me Allgaier if that works. Pick one.
Yeah, you can have the Allgaier.
Okay,
that's fine.
I'll
I mean, that means you can't get both points. You can only get one. So, but it's fine.
Okay, no, that'd
legal.
be good. Okay, I'll take it.
All right, Cup race, JP, race winner.
This is going to be the absolute greatest NASCAR race of all time between the two sprint car drivers of Chase Briscoe and Kyle Larson.
Chase
And it's
Briscoe ain't even
happening.
no good.
He's going to win. 2-time champion.
Man.
Let's effing go, baby.
JP's picks are all over the board here, D-Watt. I don't know if you noticed. Like
I got the shoes and everything.
He's trying to cover himself. This is interesting. I like it. Good strategy. All right, give me. I kind of want to go for an outside race winner. I just don't think it's going to happen. So just go ahead and give me the 24 William Byron for the race win. I suppose.
All right, I like
D
that.
what? I know what you're going to do. I'll go ahead and put it in for you.
He's going to win the race. He's going to win the championship. He's going to win.
Oh, you're taking Hamlin.
Yeah,
Oh
give me
God.
Denny Hamlin win the race,
Denny
win
doing
the
shit.
championship, and then I won't make much comment about other thing he'll win, but he might win in a couple of weeks too. But I won't go.
Oh, you think he's going to win the lawsuit?
He's gonna win the lawsuit.
Heard it here first. D-Watt don't know a damn thing whether he wins this contest or not, because NASCAR's going to shut them down so fast. It's not even funny. Wow. Well, I guess that about wraps it up. We got to shut this thing down. I got to have some cake with my wife and kids. So, 1 hot minute. D-Watt, you ramped up, ready to go?
Oh yeah, man. It's last.
All right, let her run.
So it's last race of the year for NASCAR Cup Series. About to go in that cold, quiet off season for NASCAR. A little sad, but sometimes by the end of the year, to take a few weeks off and get back to it in February. But 1 hot minute, man. I'll go a little football here. I love the black and orange. I love the dark mode. I'm a big fan of it. Georgia Tech is still unbeaten. We head to NC State, 7:30 night game in Raleigh. Don't care for the color red. I got to see a lot of that this weekend. My head will probably hurt. A massive headache. Well, I'm sure they wear all red, and then I'll get to see some more red the week of Thanksgiving. So my dad's really getting amped up for that. I don't know if he's watching, but if you're listening, we got some good games coming up. So I'm pumped about that. Saw him last night for his birthday. So hope he had a good day. And
Happy birthday
that's
to
my
the
1 hot
retired
minute.
man, by the way. Happy birthday to the retired D-Watt father. We share a birthday. Yeah, I mean, first of all, just kind of, sport talk with D-Watt talk. Night game at NC State is not where I would want to go with an undefeated team. It don't matter how bad they are, just for the record. But I'm a Carolina fan, so all right, JP, what's your hot minute? Let's hear it.
All right, bro. You don't care because it's F1. Lando Norris, you win the Mexico Grand Prix. Every year they do this. Your car and you get elevated up onto the podium, and they put a sombrero that you're supposed to wear. You don't leave it on the car. You're supposed to wear it. And since you didn't wear it, you don't deserve to race your F1 car for the rest of the season.
I like it. First of all, thank you for holding back on the F word so I don't have to edit this podcast. Really appreciate that. I just wanted to give you an A+ for effort. You did a great job on that one. I'm proud of you. Second of all,
Welcome.
if they give it to you, you should wear it. That'd be like winning the Indy 500, not drinking the milk. Stupid. All right. My 1 hot minute to wrap it up, and this is my thought to leave y'all with. Everybody needs to think about this. How can you not love this playoff format? We had a great race at Martinsville. We had a great round of races. High drama, high intensity. That was the best Martinsville race I probably watched for sure in the next-gen era. The tire wear's finally getting where we need it to be. We're having good races. Guys made passes. Ryan Blaney drove from 34th to 7th under green flag conditions. after the Martinsville race I saw this spring, I didn't think that was possible from what I saw when I was there. It's perfect. It's wonderful. Just remember, next year we already know who won the championship going into this Phoenix weekend, and we'll all just be watching football. We'll be moved on, and kind of like D-Watt said, it'll be time to hit the break button. No more NASCAR till February. Those of you out there that have pushed to get rid of this playoff, you are the one killing the sport. I just want you to know that. This is entertainment. It's perfect. It's been established. We've run it this way. You change it, you're going to want it back. Your ratings are going to go down. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the points from 1902. Nobody cares about the points from 1997. Nobody cares. It's just like Richard Petty's 200 wins don't count. Nobody cares. This is stupid. They had it fixed. You have bitched and moaned. Jeff Gluck, Dale Jr. are single-handedly ruining the NASCAR point series system on their own. Well, okay, with the help of Mark Martin. And I don't know. We need to keep it how it is. Don't change it. Real sports don't change. Have we changed how we played the Super Bowl? Have we changed how we got to that? No. Have we changed how we play the World Series? No. Have we changed how we play the NBA Finals? No. Have we changed how we play the NCAA March Madness basketball tournament? No. What have we changed? NCAA football has changed. And guess what? Those championships, they don't mean as much because they're not as long tradition. It's still a new thing, and it just ain't the same. I was talking about that today. The BCS championship games, what they were, you felt like people got gypped sometimes, but when you won that, it mattered. You know? I don't know. It's just, you can't just change this every 10 years and change your champion, because then it's not, it takes away from your championship, in my opinion. So, should have left it how it is. I'm going to enjoy this race this weekend, because it's the last one of these we're going to get, winner take all, and hope everybody else can too. Whether you agree with me or not, at least enjoy it while you can. I thought this Martinsville race was a great race. I sat here and watched the whole thing. So, other than that, thank you all for listening. It's been a great week. Be sure to watch a little bit. We're going to be back next week. We'll do a wrap-up episode. We got some awards to give out, and don't worry, we don't give out awards unless they're sarcastic and asinine. So y'all be sure to tune in. I gave them a list here. I'll give y'all a couple sample awards. Let's see. Most Yellows Award, Dumbass of the Year, Worst Storyline of the Year, Worst Driver of the Year. We're going to do that in Dirt, Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup, just to be sure we get as many people under the bus as possible. If anybody has any other awards that we should, sling out there, shoot me a message on X or something. Probably not even post anything on X, but hit us up. We'll throw them in there. We're gonna give out the co-host of the year award. These two have been battling really hard all year. Clearly, JP's talked all of 36 seconds per episode, so we'll see what happens. But we'll give out some good stuff, and I guess potentially the unveiling of the picks winner. I still haven't picked a good trophy yet,
Bring
so
it to me.
We'll see what happens. D-Watt thinks he's getting it. JP, I hope you win. Other than that, thank y'all for listening. Go listen to Sport Talk with D-Watt. Other than that, hammer down. Thank y'all for listening to the Caution Flag Contemplations podcast. Our theme music is Hard as Steel by Alex Productions. Thank you all for listening. Hammer down. Find a good race to watch. We'll see you next time.